This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
On play action, Cousins. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Throwing on second and long. Cousins. The big fella. He's at the 50. The 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Gerald Everett from 21 yards away.
And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery. It's Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Here's Wilson. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Rolling to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Oh, my goodness. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 79 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Play action. It's Wilson. On the move to his left.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson.
Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 6.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense... And a big loss here as he's taken down. And this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jordan Brooks with it. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Fourth down, Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. To the air again, it's Cousins. Out to his left. Touchdown, Vikings!
Dalvin Cook.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Cousins sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
It's Dalvin Cook there with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
56, Mike. 56. Hey, we're good.
They'll try and throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second and 4.
They go play action with Wilson. Steps away. And he goes out right around the 39.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the deep.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught. Touchdown. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 27, Wilson rolling to his right.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Wilson on first down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A third quarter now and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Mark 54. Mark 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. Defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 24, Cousins eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Minnesota. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So still 14 yards to go, second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins flush to his right. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They'll run with Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Second down and goal. Cousins flushed out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Throwing is Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm it for a lost Giant. Goal line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 83 yards. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A first down throw for Cousins. Steps away to his left. toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Throwing, Cousins.
Well, going for Jefferson downfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Sidney Jones.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On first down, Hurts. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
On first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, 40 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From the 31, Murray rolling to his left. And he goes out right around the 39.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Flush to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
The Sanders has got it complete. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
On the move to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
There's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, not content with the 1st quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith, 48 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Here are the Eagles now as they're going to go for 2.
Hurts will throw
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray on the screen. This is Edmonds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Murray. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. J.J. Watt able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play action, Ryan.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. That's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you read? And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan is going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Ryan down around the goal line. In trouble and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown.